If I were a sailor, I would be alarmed. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's 7:45 in the morning. And that's the west. And look how pink the sky is. And then if we pan around here, it picks up the pink again right here. And then there's the sunrise. What is up, my Homestead homies? So, today is St. Patty's Day. So, happy St. Patty's Day to ya. I hope you're having a great day. It's probably the worst Irish accent you've ever heard, so I'm gonna stop now. I might have a little bit of Irish in my blood, but not much. I married into a mostly Irish family though, so but it's Friday in Lent, so no corned beef and cabbage for us. We are having fish, and I'm going to head to Kroger right now to look for some green cookies and maybe some green ice cream and stuff like that. My mother-in-law stopped by earlier and dropped off some clover-shaped ravioli, so we had that for lunch. So I'm on my way to the store, and we'll see what we can find there. Can't have this today, but we can tomorrow morning. Well, these are green. That's green. This will work. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's snowing. They said this morning that we could possibly get up to 3 inches of snow, but I don't think that's going to happen. But it's snowing again. I want spring. Hey guys, so one of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of, it's a homesteading Facebook group. One of the people on there posted something about how they took cuttings from a rose plant that somebody had gotten roses, they had dried out, they took cuttings, they put them in potting soil, they covered them over with a mason jar, like a terrarium, watered them a couple times, and they rooted and made a new plant. So we had gotten some roses or some flowers from one of the, it's a pregnancy help clinic that my wife is a medical director for. And they're starting to dry out. So before they dry out totally and die, I'm going to cut them up and see if we can't get them to root and have some new plants. So in that vein, I've got some pots here and I've got some potting soil here. And I am going to put these in there, take them inside, and get to it. Now, if I can do this without making a total disaster, that would be awesome. So, I'm going to take my time. Okay, I've got some pots filled with potting soil. Now I've got to go find some mason jars that will fit over there relatively well. And I even managed to not make a whole big mess. So, bonus for me. Well guys, the day kind of got away from me. We had some things to do, and I didn't get those cuttings put in those pots. So that will be in today's video, which you guys will see tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you've got any questions or comments, I'd love to talk to you in the comments. And if you haven't already, consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it greatly. Have a great one.